Because the police aren't knocking on the agave syrup's door and saying, you're under arrest for underreporting calories. Coach Greg, and we're in the kitchen today, and I'm going to teach you something about the difference between sugar and fake sugar or artificial sweetener, okay? A lot of people are being confused. They're following recipes. They don't know the conversions. They don't know how much they're putting. They don't know how many calories. So it's going to be a quick and easy little tip on what is going on. First things first, you want to make your coffee. So here's a mug of coffee, and you want a double-double. So you're going to put 2 sugars and 2 milks. Well, what if you don't want sugar? You just want sweetener. Well, sweetener is going to have a lot less calories. So if you put 2 teaspoons of sugar, you're adding about 30 calories. So what if you put sweetener instead? Well, some of these packets will say 0 calories, but they're not actually 0. Sugar Twin has literally 2 calories per packet. Why? Well, Sugar Twin has dextrose in it, which is actually sugar. So some of it is actually sugar. Other artificial sweeteners contain maltodextrin. It's another sugar. So essentially your fake sugars still have sugar in it, okay, if that makes sense, but less of it, so there's less calories. Some, they don't have as many as others. Erythritol, which is in this swerve that I have here, has almost 0 calories, okay? So you can use a lot more of this for a lot less calories. But let's be honest, it's only got 2 calories. You put a couple of these, it's only 4. It's not a big deal compared to 30 if you were to use regular sugar. But what about the conversion? Okay, well, let's examine this. One of these, that's right, 1 packet of Sugar Twin sweetens as much as 2 teaspoons of sugar, which is 30 calories, or an equivalent amount of this or this. Okay, 2 teaspoons of this is the same thing as 2 teaspoons of sugar, and these are the same. So you can use them interchangeably. But what does that look like? So obviously there's a lot more of this than in that. So this is Sugar Twin from the packet. It's like this on steroids. It's way more potent, it's way more powerful. A little bit of this goes a long way. Well, how much more? It's in fact 8 times stronger, 8 times more powerful. So what does that mean? If you put 1 gram of this, 1 little gram of that, you need 8 grams of this to equal the same thing. So if you see a recipe and it says 80 grams of erythritol or 80 grams of this, put that much in it. You don't put 80 packets of sweetener or you'll ruin the recipe. You put 1/8. So you take 80 divided by 8 makes 10, okay? So if the recipe calls for 16 grams of this, you put 2 grams of that. That's the conversion, okay? It's an 8-to-1 ratio. Don't get confused. I've had some people try out recipes and they're making things horribly sweet or not even sweet at all based on the fact that they think that these are used interchangeably. These are not the same thing. This is on steroids or SARMs or GH or whatever. It's on some good stuff that makes a little bit go a long way. It's extremely potent. So when you put 2 of these inside of a cup of coffee, you're actually putting in a shit ton of this. So when you put 2 of these in your coffee, you actually need 4 teaspoons of this to equal the same thing. A few packets go a long way, but if you're using this to make your coffee, you need a lot. What about agave? A lot of you use agave. Oh, it's got less calories. It's magic sugar. I sweeten my stuff with this because, well, I'm going to save on calories. So I'm going to show you the food label. I'm going to show you how they lie, show you how they trick you, and show you why you think you're in a calorie deficit when you're not. Okay, so you can see here 60 mLs, that's 4 tablespoons. Notice it says it has 60 calories, 60 calories. It has 63 grams of carbs, of which 56 grams are sugar. But hey, well, isn't there 4 calories in 1 gram of carb? Yes, you're right. There is in fact 4 calories per gram of sugar. So why does it say there's 60 calories in 60 mLs if there's 56 grams of sugar? Because they lied. They are tricking you. Do you know what happened? Oh, it was an accident. Do you know how many calories there actually is? 260, not 60, 260. Oh, we just forgot to put the 2. Imagine if you went to the doctor and they just forgot to add a digit. 60 calories compared to 260, it's over 4 times the calories of this that you think. So you might think, oh, I'm just going to add 60 calories of honey. Or you might just think, I'm just going to add 60 calories of agave. to my pancakes or whatever, but you actually added 260. Notice on the label 1,080 kilojoules. Well, to convert kilojoules to calories, it's a simple equation. You divide by 4.18. Write 1,080 in the calculator, divide by 4.18, you're gonna come up with a number around 260, but yet it says 60 calories. They got it right on the kilojoules, but they got it wrong on the calories. It says 60, it's 260. Well, how can they get away with that? Because the police aren't knocking on the agave syrup's door and saying, you're under arrest for underreporting calories. No, they're knocking on your door because you're selling cocaine or something. They don't care about the calories and nutrition labels. Labels lie. They lie all the time. You're trying to do your best job to figure out how many calories you're eating, and you can't because they're literally lying to you. Shame on you, agave. How do they get away with it? It's mind-blowing. They can put a whatever number they want. Oh, we forgot to put a 2. It's no big deal. It's a big deal to me because 99% of people that read this, they won't be able to figure that out. Quick summary. Agave sucks. They're lying to you. It's got just as much calories as regular sugar. It's slower on the glycemic index. Whatever. It's still freaking sugar. It's still high-calorie dense foods. Use so sparingly. If you want to save on calories from sugar, use the artificial stuff. You might get cancer. No, you're not getting freaking cancer. You're getting cancer from going out in the sunshine with no sunscreen. Don't worry about the cancer. Even if you did get cancer, at least you died shredded. And if you're baking, 8-to-1 ratio. You take one of these packets, it's 8 times stronger than this. Little goes a long way. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IB Pro. Blooping up 2 videos. Buy my freaking cookbook. Buy my freaking cookbook. And until next time, I am out. Buy my freaking cookbook. Buy it. Buy it.